Chapter 21. Charlie. The wellness competition kicks off with a bang. Everyone who could brought in a blender, and the contestants are mixing ingredients together to present the perfect smoothie. Zane has agreed to be the judge, but I don't see him anywhere. Belle is busy filming the smoothie making, so I glance around to see who else could go looking for Zane. Felicia stands a few feet away, and I motion her over. "What's up?" she asks, though her attention stays focused on the scene in front of her. "Can you man my position for a second? Zane is supposed to be judging, but I don't see him, and I need to go find him." "Relax," she says. "Zane's right over there." As she points, I see Zane emerge from the crowd. He's still limping, and there's a large brace attached to his knee, but he doesn't seem worried or bothered by it. Did I miss something, or did he take my words to heart? The bell goes off to declare the end to the contest, and I turn the wireless mic on. "Okay, contestants, pour your smoothie creations into the cups we've provided, and then place your cup on your designated number on the judge's table. Our new manager, Zane Adams, will be tasting each of your creations and deciding which is the winner." Zane hobbles closer to the table and waits for the cups to appear. When they're all placed, he takes his time examining each one, sniffing it, and then tasting the contents. He must be a very good poker player because I see no change in expression as he moves from one cup to the next. Finally, he puts the last cup down and then looks over them one more time. The entire gym is silent, awaiting his declaration. "These are all very good," he says, "and if we had a smoothie bar, I would stock every one of them. But as there can only be one winner, my choice for the top smoothie is number 4. "Yes!" I see a petite woman with fiery red curls punch her fist in the air. "I knew the cinnamon would put it over the top." I add her points to the tally board, and then it's time for the hula hoop contest. After that, the tug of war begins, and the day ends with the fitness scavenger hunt. By the time the gym closes, I am beyond tired. The last thing I want to do is go on one of Penelope's blind dates. But I did promise, so I grab my bag and head for the door. Before I leave, though, I stop at the front desk to check in with Beth. "How did we do today?" "Good," she says, glancing over her notes. "We had 10 new sign-ups, and all of the classes are filled to capacity tomorrow for the bingo." I blink. "Even my Move It or Lose It class?" She smiles. "Yep, even that one." "Wow, that is amazing." "It sure is. I don't know if it will be enough to save the gym, but you've done a fantastic job, Charlie. You should go out and celebrate." I sigh. I wish I could, but I have another one of Penelope's blind dates to go on. Thankfully, she swore this was the last one. "Oh, that's right," Beth says. "Well, try to have fun." Her words are innocuous, but the way she says them makes me wonder if she knows something about this date. "I'll try. See you tomorrow." Once in my car, I put the address in my GPS and follow it to a house on the edge of town. There's no car in the driveway, but a soft light shines from the windows, and the porch light illuminates the area leading to the door. I check my phone one last time to make sure the text I sent to my roommates went through, and then I head toward the front door. Penelope better not have been kidding about never sending me someplace unsafe. I knock on the door and hold my breath as I hear footsteps approaching from within. But I am unprepared when the door opens and Zane smiles at me. "Zane? Did I get the address wrong?" I look at the piece of paper again, but it matches the numbers on the side of the house.
Nope, you're at the right place. Come on in.
He steps back and holds the door open, allowing me to enter. His living room is cheery, though more masculine than ours, with its leather couches and blank walls. I don't understand, I say. Penelope said this was my third blind date.
It is, he says with a smile. I'm sorry I couldn't take you somewhere adventurous, but I've got an excuse.
He looks down at his knee. I stare at him, my brain struggling to process what he just said. Wait, you're my blind date? Penelope set this up? He nods, the smile on his face a little sheepish now.
She cornered me a week ago asking if she could do matchmaker profiles for the people at the gym. I told her I wanted to see how it worked first, so I filled one out. You and I were almost a perfect match, so I figured I'd throw caution to the wind and let her set this up. We've spent so much time together lately and, well, I wanted to see what it'd be like to spend time with you outside the gym.
My heart does a weird little flip at his words, but I try to play it cool. You wanted to see what it would be like to date your employee? He chuckles, rubbing the back of his neck.
Okay, yeah, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound the greatest. But tonight I'm not your boss. I'm just Zane, your awkward blind date who happens to have a bum knee and a soft spot for you.
The air between us shifts, and I suddenly feel a little less annoyed with Penelope's meddling. So, what's the plan for tonight, Zane, my awkward blind date? He grins and gestures to the couch.
I figured we'd keep it simple. I've got a stack of movies, a fridge stocked with snacks, and the world's most comfortable couch. I figured we could hang out, watch something, and just relax.
It's not kayaking or some fancy dinner, but the thought of cuddling up on that couch with Zane sounds way better. That actually sounds kind of perfect, I admit.
Good. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable. I'll grab us some drinks.
Are you sure? I mean, I could get them. Let you rest your knee.
My knee is fine, he says, waving me off. Besides, it's my house, and you're my date. I'm not sending you to rummage around for stuff.
That makes sense, and I sink into the couch, which really is as comfortable as he claimed, as he heads to the kitchen. A soft blanket is folded over the back, and I pull it into my lap, feeling strangely at ease. Zane returns with 2 glasses of soda and a bowl of popcorn, setting them on the coffee table before taking the spot next to me. Close, but not too close.
So, he says, holding up a stack of DVDs, what's your poison? Action? Comedy? Rom-coms?
Rom-coms, I say without hesitation. He raises an eyebrow, but doesn't argue, slipping a disc into the player. The movie starts and we settle in, the awkwardness melting away with each laugh and comment about the overly dramatic characters and their awkward situations. At some point, Zane shifts closer, and I don't pull away. By the time the second movie rolls around, my head is resting on his shoulder, and his arm is draped casually around me. This is nice, I murmur, barely paying attention to the screen.
Yeah, he agrees, his voice low. It is.
I don't want to leave when the movie ends, but I have an early class the next morning, and I have to make sure I have enough energy to lead it. This was really nice, I say. I wish I didn't have to go.
Me too, he says,
struggling to stand and then holding out his hand to me. I take it and he pulls me up beside him, but he doesn't let go of my hand.
How about we do this again soon? He asks,
his voice low and husky. I'd like that, but are you sure corporate will be okay with you dating an employee?
No, I'm not, he says, shaking his head. But I think dating you will be better than any job."
My eyes widen in surprise, but before I can say anything, Zane leans forward and places his lips against mine. All thoughts of protest fly out of my head, and I wrap my arms around his neck, pulling him closer. This is probably a very bad idea, but it's been so long since I've been kissed like this that I decide to throw caution to the wind as well and just enjoy the kiss.